beautiful.
Oh no, we were caught with our pants down. Almost literally. Yeah. This is not a Mickey stream.
Switch that to the live. There we go.
Fuck you, Revan. Is Moon on time for once?
Moon was here before Richie. I forgot they can't hear us yet.
I just
And
washed my
Hero-
hands. That's why they're wet.
And here I was, Xing out of StarCraft an hour and a half ago, thinking I was going to be late.
Revan says we hear you. Revan says.
Ha! I was right on that one too. I go, no, you don't. No, you don't hear us at all because I was muted, but they could see us. They just couldn't hear us. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up.
Quite often, honestly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of part of the charm. I think.
I think that's just my new intro. Welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up. That's. If you don't like our takes, you are free to argue with us in the comments. Also, cosplay is welcome.
Very much.
Very much.
And recommended.
Encouraged, one
Absolutely.
might say. Yeah.
Highly encouraged.
Highly encouraged. Let's go backwards today. Man in the plaid, who are you?
Hello, I am Fenrisaru, your patron saint of Sneckos, with coffee.
Sadly, we don't have a bunch of Gundam news for you this week. Yeah. Though, I'm still reeling over the Unreal 5 trailer. That shit looks gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Right. All right. So, man in the suit, who is the reason we're all dressed up. Fuck you.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your patron saint of Arceus. No, wait.
Arceology.
See, now we've gone in reverse, and you've messed me up. Because that's not my title.
That's not how it goes. Here's the thing.
Tired.
You're like, we went in reverse. This messes this whole thing up. You're still the second person.
I know, but it still messed me up because I'm the same as you, so I get to follow you. And now that I'm following Fenris, I said patron saint, and I'm like, no, that's wrong. Fuck.
You're minister of
I'm
archaeology.
Moonlight Sparks, your minister of archaeology. Praise Arceus. And fuck this head guy.
Yeah, praise Arceus. He really needs him today. Arceus be with you.
For real.
Arceus be with you, my child.
Listen, I woke up less than 30 minutes ago. What's your excuse?
I've had 4 hours of sleep. Go fuck yourself.
You first.
Already handled.
Fantastic. Glad we got that out of the way.
Handled being the operative word. And I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology. Also a part-time weeb, as you can tell. Yeah. Looks very part-time. Yeah.
Bitch, that's full-time.
You're not wrong. All right. So, that having been said, I should go ahead and announce that I'm going to be on Zeros to Heroes podcast. We're going to be talking about like 2024 anime. He was like, yeah, we're going to talk about like 10 to 20. So I sent him a list of like my top 20 anime. And he was like, no, I want you to show me everything you've watched this year. And I'm like, oh, buddy, that's a list. I've watched well more than 50 shows this year. Just going through my top 20 was a chore. Now you want me to show you everything? He goes, yeah. And then the stuff that we've both watched, we'll talk about those. And I go, yeah, good. Because I can tell you right now, I did not watch Bofuri. Yes. You can suck on Bofuri's nuts.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, fuck that show. And I'm like, hey, if something had a season 1 and a season 2 this year, we only talk about that one show. We're not talking about Eminence and Shadow, the second half, and also talking about season 2 of Eminence and Shadow. No, we just talk about fucking Eminence and Shadow.
Exactly.
That's why I only put Death Mount Deathplay once. I didn't put season 2 for the fall, even though it came out in the spring. I'm just like, no, Death Mount Deathplay counts. I'm going to have opinions. Guys, welcome to Anime Church. We're mostly talking good news. So if you needed a news source that is actually positive and not going to make you feel like shit, that's what we're here for. Though we will argue about stuff and get passionate about things, as they've caught me slipping on a few times. I get very passionate on certain topics.
And we do get off track quite often.
Yeah. Bring up Gundam around Fenris. Watch how much of a long conversation we get into. It's great. Start talking Pokemon with Moon. It will turn into a conversation. Not quite as in depth and thorough as Fenris talking about Gundam, but it's good. Also, guys, I want to quickly tell you that this episode is sponsored by Genshin Impact. No, it's not. We wish we had that.
If only.
Yeah, that'd be some good money, man. Yeah. No, I've been playing Genshin Impact. I got back into it because Fontaine showed up, and there are like 3. They're on the 3rd update for it. So there's a lot of content. I'm like, all right, cool. I can finally go through, get the story. I'm playing the story. Holy shit, the story for Fontaine is kind of good. Not to mention they've got some real badass characters that I wish I'd actually thrown like wishes at. Not money, but wishes. I've been like, man. Of course, at the same time, when I had money, like mad money, I probably would have. But
Yeah.
there's some good stuff in there. And I at least want to make sure I get my 4th Archon. I got to get all my Archons, man. See, the Archons for me are like Pokemon. I got to catch them all. At least once. With the exception of Zhongli, I got to catch him multiple times because he is worth it. He is on my main team. Bitch gives shields. That is worth it in and of itself. That having been said, guys, we're going to jump into the actual news. As it were. Okay, just keep giving those stupid warnings like I care. YouTube. It's just not happening. It's like, warning, your bit rate is down to this. And I'm like, no, it's not. It absolutely is not. My bit rate is in the 5K. And they're like, it's at 1K. And I'm like, nah, it's not. Okay, so guys, there's a trailer that came out toward the beginning of the week. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. It's going to be a 3-parter series. This does take place in the original animated universe. I think a lot of the same voices are coming back from the AU. So I definitely recognize the Batman voice is the same dude. So, yeah. I think, now, this is just my theory, and I want to hear you guys kind of riff on this. Is this how the DCAU is crossing over to just the DCU? Because they said they're going to be having people do the same character in live action and in animation. They're going to be voicing the character that they portray. So is this how they're doing the reboot to the DCU?
It would actually make a lot of sense and be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I
Even
could absolutely be wrong, but like and typically the animated stuff tends to be more accurate than the TV shows as far as like their comic affiliations. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that nugget out there and let you guys just riff with it. Go for it.
Honestly, I'm not that big of a superhero fan, so I really don't have much of an opinion on this, other than it looks okay and interesting.
Hey, mechs are superheroes too, man. Or at least the pilots are. Voltron is a superhero, and 4-year-old me will not hear anything of it.
I'll give you Voltron.
That's a mech! That's a mech!
What about the Power Rangers?
I will give you
Oh, yeah.
the Zords, because they are for actual superheroes.
And they're still mechs!
I refuse to believe a Gundam is a superhero.
You shut your whore mouth.
Seriously?
You shut your whore mouth. Alright, here is definitive proof that Gundams are superheroes. Ready Player One.
The book.
No? Well,
I haven't read or watched that. I've heard of it, but
oh, bro. You know what takes out Mecha fucking Godzilla?
Mothra and Gojira?
No. In Ready Player One, like the big bad guy puts on one of the big bad guys activates Mecha Godzilla, and you know what tears that motherfucker apart? OG Gundam with a beam saber, bitch. It's so good. It's so good.
Now I actually have to watch it.
Ready Player One is worth it just for the fucking eye candy. It is Steven Spielberg doing visual justice. No, it does not live up to the book. I knew it wasn't going to. It gets like key points more or less correct. I will say this. Parzival comes off as less of a douchebag in the movie than he is in the book. They do a good job of like playing him up so he's not so whiny and annoying. In the book, he's definitely more annoying in the book, but the book is better. But that's how it always is.
So is he supposed to be like the embodiment of Amuro or
No,
something?
oh no.
You're,
It's
you're
not
describing
him.
Amuro to a T right now.
It's not him that summons the Gundam. It's a friend of his that is kind of in his quote unquote guild that is actually a Japanese citizen. Makes way more sense for a Japanese person to summon a Gundam than some white bread dude from Ohio.
Although in the book he gets Spider-Man's Zord.
I'm just saying, guys, here's what you need to understand. Don't read the book. Listen to the audiobook narrated by Will motherfucking Wheaton.
But
It is
I
a
don't wanna
nerd.
be cursed with nat ones forever.
No. I can tell you right now that does not
It doesn't transfer
over.
through audio.
It does not transfer through audio.
Oh, thank God.
With that, you just need to avoid shaking his hand.
You gotta understand.
Or thinking about
You
it.
gotta understand. Listening to Will Wheaton's voice will not make Cthulhu bless your dice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I am still wondering which eldritch horror his family was cursed by for that to be a thing.
For real.
It breaks.
He's terrified.
It breaks math.
And like,
It's
I had to
wouldn't-
suffer from the curse in a small amount because there was a day that I just had fun watching a whole bunch of just him having to deal with the curse. I was laughing. I was having a good time. And then I had to go play D&D. And then I was like, what happened to my role?
I love watching Matt Mercer have a mental breakdown just describing what is going on with fucking Will Wheaton. But when you move away from the D&D dice rolling nightmare, just to the general nerd stuff, Will Wheaton is the guy. Like, I got a guy. It's Will Wheaton.
He's really cool.
He's really cool. Yeah. I will make sure that if I shake his hand, I'm doing it with an armored mitt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a plan. I'm going to get...
Oh, no, I've got a plan. I've absolutely got a plan. I'm grabbing 4 different DM's dice and making Will touch them.
Yes.
No. My
If
plan is to
somebody-
make the most balanced dice bag in the world. You take a set of dice, give it to Will Wheaton to touch. A set of dice, give it to Taliesin Jaffe to touch. Because God, he rolls like a fucking maniac. He's the opposite
I'm gonna
of Will Wheaton.
I'm gonna go to the Vatican and have them bless my dice, and then have Will Wheaton touch them and see what happens.
Oh, that'd be fun.
The Pope bless these dice and if Wheaton's curse overpowers like the Pope and oh God, I just realized I typed an extra A in announcements. Oh boy.
Nice.
All right, let me fix that. There we go. All right, fixed the name. Anyhow, have the Pope actually bless it, get it covered in holy water, all that stuff, and then bring it to Will Wheaton. If he still rolls poorly, that means you should all give up on Catholicism and Christianity because there is a higher power at work, and it definitely is not that. Whatever eldritch horror that has befouled him
Unless
is more powerful
Will
than
Wheaton
your other religion.
is just so great in every other way. Will Wheaton is just an interesting person. God had to give him some kind of detractor.
Okay, I gotta
Had to
tell
nerf
you
him
this.
somehow, yeah.
I gotta go ahead and confirm with you. All you have to do is talk to his wife for 2 minutes, and she will confirm he is not all of that in a bag of chips.
Oh damn. Okay.
I mean, they don't have any hatred for each other, but the way you described him, his wife would be like, no, that's not, no.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's just like, nope, he's just another fuck up like the rest of us. And I'm like, yeah,
That's fair.
He's just
Another one. Woo!
Woohoo! Not feel so lonely. It's just the things that he happens to fuck up into are awesome. You know? Yeah.
Nice.
I'm making it sound like I have something against Will Wheaton. I fucking love Will Wheaton. Man, best character on The Big Bang Theory by far. That's all I'm just saying.
Yep,
Anyway,
he's a fantastic character in the guild.
yeah, absolutely, and great DM to have because you might actually win your campaign.
Fair.
5 gold in a party. For those who know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. That having been said, yeah, we covered that first topic in not so long of a way and had a wonderful tangent afterwards.
Yes, but we
Mm,
still need to hear Moon's opinion on it.
Oh yeah. Did you see
on
on the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths? By the way, did you
oh
guys see the trailer? It's been up for over a
yeah.
week. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. It looks really cool. I really love the Justice League animated stuff.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace to OG Batman voice, because it's never gonna
Well,
be the same without him.
Kevin Conroy wasn't part of the AU movieverse, so while it
No,
was
he was in a few. He was in a few.
he wasn't in the he wasn't in the stuff that we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, when I
Either
say
way,
the AU movies, I mean Flashpoint Paradox and Justice League War, that whole thing. It's a lot of it's most of those voices returning and probably some extra voices too.
Okay.
Yep.
But the animation looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
And I just love animated Justice League. Like, it has always been wonderful. Ever since the just the regular cartoon series, the movies have always been great. It doesn't matter who's doing the voice, really. It's
Nice.
always a good time.
All
So
right.
I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Cool. All right. The strike is over. Fenris, tell us all about it.
So, SAG-AFTRA, the strike had, we all know, as we discussed last week, that it ended with a provisional agreement, but it got voted on. In national voting completed today, members of SAG-AFTRA ratified the 2023 TV theatrical agreement with the AMPTP. Members approved the new multi-year contract covering television, theatrical, and streaming productions by a vote of 78.33% to 21.67%,
Oh, that is a lot. That is a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
with a turnout of 38%.
Holy shit.
So just over a third of SAG members showed up and voted.
If the rest had showed up and voted against, this would have gone badly for them.
It would have. A lot of SAG members that I speak to are not happy. They were fully against the AI portion of this.
Oh yeah. Everything it's nice to know that everything else was like on the up and up with them, but like AI was a serious sticking point, and I'm wondering what's going to happen to SAG-AFTRA because it feels like the union did not fully invest for them. Leadership was not
really
able
didn't
to get
feel like that.
the deal that they needed, not the deal they didn't. It's not the deal that they wanted, and it's not the deal that they needed. Again, I'm an actor talking about this, so I have a bias.
I'm also an actor. I have a bias too.
Yes, same.
So I'm just gonna put this out there, guys. Even if you're not an actor, you should be able to immediately understand what we're all upset about. But if you need a refresher, Fenris, I'm gonna give this to you because I talk too much.
Long and short of it, the AI portion of it is basically strong-arming the SAG members to agree for their likeness to be used going forward, whether they want it to be or not, if they want to continue to work.
Also,
at least that's the way I understand it.
Also, from what I understand, they only have to agree once. They don't have to agree for every project.
And the agreement is retroactive to November 9th of this year. It does expire, though, thankfully, in June of 2026, so we can, SAG can re-vote on it and hopefully get a better deal here in a few years. You okay?
Keep going.
Oh.
When I talk to my Echo Dot, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh. I just saw your head turn and your lips were like, what's going on?
I muted myself so I could talk to my Echo Dot. Yeah.
But yeah, like we all said, we're all kind of very biased about this, just from the aspect that we are voice actors. We kind of some of us are trying to thrive on the industry and get our teeth ground, but it's making it harder and harder.
Also, guys, if there are no protections out there for voice actors with AI, it's yeah. So these studios should have definitely put something in there as far as protections go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. Wow. Some really interesting stuff going on with the case with KyoAni. Fenris, why don't you tell
Yes.
us about that?
So, um, on December 7th, the prosecution in the arson case for Kyoto Animation made its closing arguments in the trial of Shinji Aoba, the arsonist who attacked anime studio Kyoto Animation in July of 2019, killing 36 people. Throughout the trial, Alba's lawyer has maintained that the now 45-year-old was under intense emotional distress, making him unable to distinguish right from wrong and thus incapable of being held legally responsible for his actions. The prosecution disagrees and has now formally requested the death penalty.
Ah, yes. Can we just ask that they burn him?
It'd be if he just deserves.
Mm-hmm. And let the families piss on him after he's been
Yeah.
burned. Piss on the ashes.
Yes.
This is this is unfortunately damnation without relief.
Mm.
Or in the case of the families, it's with relief. They get to relieve themselves.
Yeah. Kind of a paraphrased closing statement here from the prosecution.
Go for it.
Resenting KyoAni and has a form of revenge, the defendant carried out an attack with the largest number of murder victims in the history of Japanese criminal trials. His actions were carried out with firm murderous intent, premeditation, and ample knowledge of the dangers of spreading and igniting the gasoline that he used in the attack.
Mm-hmm.
There are no circumstances present for which capital punishment should be avoided.
Yep. No, I'm kind of in agreement here. This one definitely deserves the death penalty, and not just because it was an anime studio, but because of the severe loss of life, the premeditation. I'm on board with the prosecution's argument on this because
That's coming from one of the
OBS dropped and then immediately reconnected. I was like, oh
Okay.
shit, what the hell? All right.
Yeah.
Moon
Definitely
Moon?
deserves it.
Just yeah. The only thing I can do is agree because this is
Gotcha.
just awful.
Yeah, sorry if my internet is kind of a little wonky, guys. We had tornadoes touching down last night, so I don't know what kind of state the internet is at right now. It wasn't in my area, but it was kind of
Probably.
pardon. It's kind of close over in Hendersonville, which is close to where my aunt lives. So
Okay.
I'm hoping that she's okay, but I couldn't get a hold of her if I wanted to, even before the tornado touched down. She lives in a place that just is devoid of signal. Yeah. I was there for 2 days and I was like, this is kind of a nightmare. Anyhow. Yeah, you guys have already heard my opinions on this, as it were. So, Moon, I did give you time to speak on this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I just didn't have much to say because, like, what else do you say other than this guy is garbage and he needs to be treated as such?
Mm-hmm. And what do you do with garbage?
Burn him.
You burn it.
You burn it.
You burn it. All right. Alrighty. So we have 3 updates on series coming out next year that we would like to talk about. Moon, would you do the honors of reading about the next 3 stories, please?
I shall. Demon Slayer Hashira Training Arc anime premieres in spring 2024 with world tour in February in 140 countries. Aniplex revealed in its promotion reel 2024 video for the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba franchise on Sunday that the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira Training Arc television anime will premiere in spring 2024 with a 1-hour episode. The anime will also have another world tour that will screen the final episode of Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village arc, and the first episode of the Demon Slayer Training Arc in Japan and 140 countries and regions starting in February.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there because I got opinions. All right, guys, we went through this before with the last season. They showed the ending of the previous season, and they showed like one big extra long episode for the first episode of this season. And after hearing reviews about it, why are you doing this again? Okay, people got fooled. Shame on us. Well, not me, technically. I didn't go see it. I wasn't anywhere near a theater that could. But I don't think anybody, especially in the West, where anime is a big cash cow, at this point, they're like, nah, we don't need... If we need a refresher, we have streaming for that. So, I'm just going to say what everybody's thinking. Don't worry about theatrical releases. It's a waste of time and money. Shut the fuck up and give us the goddamn anime already. This is a waste of resources. Did you not learn from the last time? Yes, it made money for you guys, and you think, oh, it's going to make more money again. You didn't listen to a lot of the responses coming out of the theater. Even diehard fans were like, yeah, this wasn't worth it. The theater experience is nice, but it wasn't necessarily worth it. Also, guys, I've been to enough anime cons to sit here and tell you, I don't want to be in a dark room surrounded by sweaty, smelly weebs.
No.
Because
it's bad enough we have to deal with that for conventions.
I believe in principled things like showers and deodorant. And weebs are brushing your teeth. And weebs are into some weird shit. You know that kids are going to be here and somebody's going to still try and see if they can get one from their girlfriend. And it's like, nah, bro, because some weebs don't understand boundaries. So no, This is not a great idea. In Japan, they have an understanding of this, but not here. All right, that's my opinions and my thoughts that I have given.
I will say, the only anime I can see that should have had a world premiere or like a theatrical premiere like this, Free Run with its first 5 episodes.
No!
Make them one giant episode, man.
No. First episode of Oshinoko in theaters. Yeah. Because it's already a movie. It's 90 fucking minutes. You do that, and then you add the next 2 you add like the next 2 or 3 episodes. No, do the first 4 episodes. That's it. That's all you gotta do. First 4 episodes. That's literally your movie right there. That's a 3-hour movie.
See, you say that. Now we'll go to talk to my local theater that's like 25 minutes from me and see if I can't rent out just for this.
I mean, I could just put Oshinoko on my wall.
I mean, you do that, but you have to have the fog machine so it can have the 5D aspect.
I don't need the 5D aspect. That stupid fucking gimmick, and everyone knows it.
It is, but still, holograms, man.
No. I already have a good sound system and a good screen of which is theater quality. You know how I know this? Because I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife with my parents and my niece, and it was badass. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife in theaters, and I got the same theater experience from it. It was nice. All right. Sorry about this, Moon. We continue.
Yeah. I've just been watching the commercial while y'all were...
What
commercial? Anyways. The World Tour will screen in Tokyo on February...
No. What commercial?
On the website?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a YouTube video on the Demon Slayer thingy.
Oh, okay. Also, I think you misunderstood. I think we're done talking about, like... Well, nah, go ahead and announce where it's going to be, and then that can basically be it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be screening in Tokyo, February 2 to 3, or 2nd to 3rd. New York, February 10th. Seoul, February 11th. Mexico City, Singapore, on February 17th. Jakarta on February 18th. Paris and Taipei on February 24th. London and Hong Kong on February 25th. America is more than New York!
Yeah. Yeah.
The
So,
English video above also says that the film will screen in theaters on February 23rd and in 4K and IMAX.
guys,
The video also revealed a new key visual for the tour.
I really hope this does not make money. This is a dumb thing that should not be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If the previous one had been successful and they opened up in more cities, but now they're in even less cities, so they kind of learned. Do not, guys, I implore you, do not go support this. Do not go support this.
You could support the anime, but wait for it to come out on Crunchyroll or Blu-ray.
Well, no, Crunchyroll definitely, because they look at those metrics. I mean, obviously get the physical copies if you want them. I don't, but I'm already paying for Crunchyroll, Netflix, and a bunch of other stuff. So here it is.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about My Hero Acca.
Woo! Still me?
Yeah, still you. I said next 3 stories.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I'm literally
My Hero Academia.
I'm literally only talking about the DC stuff, so you guys can cover the rest of it until we get to the Game Awards.
Which will
I'm
be
not
the
even
last
mad. I love
next
My
two
Hero.
topics.
Okay. My Hero Academia's anime 7th season premieres in spring 2024. The second 2024 issue of Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine announced on Monday that the 7th season of the anime adaptation of Kohei Horikoshi's My Hero Academia manga will premiere in spring 2024. The manga will also take 1 issue break on December 18th and will return in the magazine's combined 4th and 5th issue on December 25th. The anime's 7th season was announced after the 6th season ended on March 25th. Romy Park will voice the character Star and Stripe in the new season.
Yee, Stars and Stripes. Yee.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm a manga reader. I know what's coming. It's great.
Okay. The anime is also getting a 4th film. Horikoshi will serve as the general supervisor and original character designer. The film will have an original story that will take place around the same time as where the TV anime is currently, with the collapse of Safe Society. Horikoshi launched the manga series in Weekly Shonen Jump in July 2014, and I believe that's all.
All right.
Yeah.
We are My Hero Acca fans. You're about to start eating good again. I know you were just served a big hearty pile of steak, but I hope you left room for some filet mignon, and who knows, there might be some dessert later. I'm just telling you, the manga did not slow down. That's all I'm saying. The story has not slowed down. There's still more good shit a-coming. So I hope you're eager and looking forward to it in Star and Stripes! Yes! The American hero who kind of modeled herself on and shortly apprenticed under All Might. If there was a female All Might, it is Star and Stripes. Yeah. Fucking... I like her. Just like Jujutsu Kaisen fans are in depression mode right now, My Hero Acca fans, y'all should be like getting hyped. Just saying. You know what they say about misery loves company? I have so eagerly welcomed all this company over the last several weeks of Jujutsu Kaisen anime only fans. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And we're like, bruh, you don't even know. The bad thing that happened to Gojo in the anime, in the manga, same week, way worse. And it was Gojo. Like, literally, people who were watching the anime and reading the manga that week, we were just like, oh. Like, be glad. You only get to live the depression once. We had to go through it twice. Major depression. Twice. In 1 week. With no spoilers, no context. But manga readers who also watch the anime, you know what I'm fucking talking about? You know what I'm talking about? We got 2 major pieces of despair that both involved Gojo, and we can't talk about it. That's it. That's all we can say. But I love it. I'm so addicted to you. Hurt me more, Jujutsu Kaisen. You're such a good manga. Yeah. Speaking of good story and art, let's move on to our next one.
Yes. Crunchyroll reveals January 6th debut English dub cast for Solo Leveling anime.
Yep.
Crunchyroll revealed on Sunday that it will stream the anime of writer Chugong and the late artist Dubu's Redice Studio,
Oh, the
Solo
artist
Leveling
passed? I
manhwa,
didn't know.
starting on January. What?
I didn't know that the artist had passed.
Apparently.
The late artist.
Solo Leveling manhwa. Solo Leveling manhwa starting on January 6th in North America, Central America, South America, Europe, Africa, Oceania, the Middle East, and CIS.
Guys, we have less than a month till Solo Leveling now. Officially less than a month. Guys, it is December 10th, which means 4 days have passed since the month deadline. We are inching closer and closer and closer.
28.
The anime will also debut in Japan on January 6th. Aniplex is streaming a new trailer that reveals and previews Krage's
Huh?
ending theme song request. I think
The
it's
band's
Krage.
name? The band name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Krage. Yeah, I'm going with Krage. Not
Okay.
not Karage. That's a different thing. That's fried chicken.
Mm.
And it's delicious. I want to try some karage. God damn it! Everybody subscribe to our Patreon so we can go to Japan and film that shit and tell you how good it was.
Yes.
It would be fun. I want to do this. I want to do this.
I want to have karage. I want to go to a fox village. I want to eat good food in Osaka.
Yes.
If we do this.
I want to go in February
And also,
to the
you'll be
Sapporo
reuniting me with a friend of mine. Please. I want to go to Japan.
And for those
I want to go to the
who
Sapporo
watch-
Ice Festival.
and
Yes,
those who
I want
watch
Sapporo.
on YouTube, I will reach out to Japan Eats and try to get him to give us a guided food tour.
Also,
Yes.
we just want to meet the Trash Taste Boys.
Yes.
Absolutely. I want to meet Chris Broad, fucking Joey, and I forgot the other guy. I'm sorry.
Garnt?
Sea-Dog VA.
Sea-Dog? No, don't forget Garnt. All right, first off.
Oh yeah, Garnt. I forgot he's there too. Fuck.
I want to talk to Giguk. I want to geek out with. Yes, I want to do an episode called "Geeking Out with Giguk," where we just talk about isekai. Yes,
Yes.
and I also want to take at least 5 to 10 minutes to lambast Connor for skipping cutscenes in video games. People work hard on writing the stories and all the details of the lore, and what does Connor do? Skip. Fuck you.
Skip.
Fuck you. As a writer, how dare you, sir?
For real.
Yeah.
I
just wanna hear Giga.
documentaries and how he comes up with his ideas.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Joey, I just want to talk like old school anime with.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean,
for sure.
he goes further back into old school. I stop at the 80s. Like, I don't go further back from that. He goes further back.
Oh my.
And Joey's younger than me. I only go with the anime that is from when I was born to later. I don't go further back because that shit wasn't prevalent here.
A lot of it still had great stories though.
I mean, if I wanted to be mean to Joey, I'd just take him to Outback Steakhouse. Dude, all right, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch the Imi Richu video with her and Didas talking about their terrible food hot takes. They live in Japan, and for his birthday they went to fucking Panda Express.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Why would you go to Panda Express
Because
when you're in Japan?
Well, not even that. It's like, really? Of all the American Chinese food restaurants, you go to fucking Panda Express?
I don't even. If you're in Japan, why would you even go to a place like?
Because the man wanted some General Tso's.
If they have it over there, Lian Shin, so much better than Panda.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is where that discussion is going to end on us yelling about send us to Japan.
Yep.
Yeah. Who knows? We might take some of you with us. I mean, one of our executive producers is over there.
Hmm?
We might actually get to meet Salty Rick.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
you guys meet. I've already met him. But yeah, there's that. All right. So, boy, the Video Game Awards happened this week on Thursday. Oh, sorry. Did you have a thing you wanted to finish with? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there's more.
There's
Like
still,
I
like,
could.
You said the date.
article.
You said the date. That was the important thing. We have covered this show
Oh,
to death.
so the voice actors don't need any recognition.
We already covered that. We already covered that in the dub trailer that got released like a week or two ago.
All right.
Yeah. The only person that's new on the list is ProZD.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Everybody else on that list, we already went over.
Speaking of ProZD, did you see his he was in a game now that was premiered?
I have not
Video
seen
Game
his
Awards.
penis. No matter how many times you send it to me, I don't want your dick pics, ProZD. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. He goes, "Have you seen?" And my mind immediately went to his penis. No, I immediately delete those text messages. I just want to get on to the Video Game Awards because we're at like 2:53 and VGAs are going to be a while. All right.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead for clarity, just to clarify things. Fenris and I have watched the VGAs. Moon has not. He's not even seen a single VGA.
Nope.
All right.
don't
so
have time.
all of this is bullshit. You have time. You just need to space it out. You don't have to watch it all in one go, dumbass. All right. Anyway, the Video Game Awards, or what I like to call Trailer Palooza with some awards given away. That's all right. All right. This shows you how important video games are now to the industry. Matthew McConaughey came out and did a world premiere because he's now officially in a game. He is now officially in a game. Yeah. And funny enough, this game looked pretty awesome because it deals with time dilation.
And it was very heart-wrenching.
Oh yeah, it was. All right, so first off, even though she's not in this story, I want to go ahead and give a big congratulations and a huge burst of love to Content Creator of the Year, Iron Mouse.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right. Iron Mouse won Content Creator, and what was really funny, she thought it was going to be Quackity the whole time, and then they said her name, and she's like, "What?" And then they played a pre-recorded message, and she's sitting there on the stream going, "Guys, I thought they were just doing this for everybody. I didn't know I won. Oh my god, I would have recorded a better message." Like, just watching her freak the F out. Oh my god. The only thing cuter than that with Iron Mouse this week was her talking about her first time eating pizza in like years. She's like, "I ordered a fucking pizza." Because Connor just encouraged her to like eat, because she was like, "I want to eat McDonald's." And he was like, "Well, just fucking order McDonald's." And then when she got to the actual ordering part, she realized, "No, fuck that. I want to eat a pizza." So she ordered a pizza. She had one slice, and she took Connor's advice. She ate it, chewed it, spit it out. Ate it, chewed it, spit it out. Keep in mind, she can't have normal food and hasn't been able to in years. So this is her first time tasting pizza in years. And the comment that showed up right afterwards that somebody did with the TTS was the best. She goes, hell yeah, Mouse, you mama bird that pizza." And I'm like, yeah.
Bird that pizza.
You fucking mama bird that pizza. You deserved it. I'm like, yeah. This is Content Creator of the Year, Iron Mouse, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not checked her out, she is fantastic. All right. All right, so here we go. Armored Core wins Best Action Game at the Game Awards 2023. Yeah, From Software's Armored Core 4 Fires of Rubicon game won Best Action Game at the Game Awards 2023 on Thursday.
I have to correct you. Armored Core 6.
Oh, sorry. Armored Core 6. Other Japanese games or games based on Japanese franchises that won awards include Super Mario Bros. Wonder for Best Family Game. Best VR/AR was given to Resident Evil Village VR mode.
Oh, yeah.
Best Audio Design, which is the only one on this list that I think is not correct, Hi-Fi Rush. I'm sure it's a great game, guys, but the audio design for Dead Space was far superior from what I heard.
Yeah.
To what I heard of Hi-Fi Rush, which sounded really good, it did not equal Dead Space. Keep in mind, guys, that you can vote on all this stuff, but your votes do count. They count for 10% of everything except for the audience voice. That's 100%. Player voice is 100% fan voted. All right. Best score and music goes to Final Fantasy 16. Best fighting went to Street Fighter 6. Most anticipated game. Come on, man. If you didn't pick this, what do you think the most anticipated game is next year? Moon. Oh no, you're reading the article, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're not supposed to read the article. You're supposed to go in there fresh-faced and not knowing nothing. Now you're reading the article and getting spoilers.
I'm reading it as you say it, so it's
all right. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, best action adventure. I was very happy with this. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Not any of this Demon Slayer wins best fucking fantasy bullshit. Like, it actually wins the category it belongs in. You know that should have gone to Mushoku Tensei, you fucking bastards. Don't put Demon Slayer in fantasy. It's supernatural.
It is.
Which is why we're not going to give two shits. We're going to roll our eyes with delight when the anime awards come out this year. It's just not.
Yep.
I'm just going to say, as much as I love Resident Evil, it's more survival horror than action adventure.
Yeah. And then best sim strategy goes to Pikmin 4. Guys, if you were a fan of Spider-Man 2 and you were excited that they had 7 nominations, boy, do I feel sorry for you. And some of you I need to pour on my food because you're salty as hell. Yeah, 7 nominations, came away with 0. Now, here's my thing. I haven't played all of Baldur's Gate 3, all right? I don't like Astarion. I dislike that character. That's nothing against the actor, but I'm not a fan of the character of Astarion. Just not. I honestly think that Yuri Lowenthal should have gotten, and this is not an olive branch to the fan base. This is me literally having played Spider-Man 2 all the way through, and as an actor to another actor, and seeing and having gone through a lot of the performances from the other noms, Yuri Lowenthal's Peter Parker was phenomenal, and he should have won that. I'm just saying. That having been said, Baldur's Gate 3 took home a shit ton of stuff. Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year, which, by the way, was presented by Timothée Chalamet, who I love that they introduced him by his gamer tag instead of his actual name. It's like, for the upcoming film Wonka and the movie Dune, it's gamer tag. I loved it. But yeah, Timothée Chalamet came out there. It's pretty cool.
I forget the guy's name. I feel bad about it, but he sat through the entire video game awards in full plate armor.
Oh yeah,
hoping he would win.
One of the guys from Baldur's Gate 3, one of the
head developer
for Baldur's Gate 3, in full chest mail armor.
Those full plate chest,
yeah, full plate chest armor. Literally was sitting there, and they won multiple awards. So his shiny ass walked up there a few times.
Nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful, dude. Fucking beautiful. There wasn't just that. There was also a lot more to it than just the awards. But yeah, we're not. You know what? Actually, we will talk about previous ones. So last year, Elden Ring won Game of the Year, best art direction and best role playing game and best direction as well. They Kirby and the Forgotten Land won Best Family Game. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope won Best Sim Strategy Game. Final Fantasy XIV won Best Ongoing Game and Best Community Support. Splatoon 3 won Best Multiplayer Game. There you go.
That Splatoon 3 was really fun.
And Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom won Most Anticipated Game, and Bayonetta won Best Action Game. That was 2022 awards. We not only had winners last night, we had some interesting stuff drop. So a new Monster Hunter game was revealed, and guys, I have to show you, and this is going to be a little bit of Henya mixed in, but I have to show you the best Monster Hunter commercial ever. It's freaking hilarious. Okay, I just typed in Henya Monster Hunter. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is literally the best thing. This is literally the best thing. I can't even. Yep. So that commercial right there, and just her reaction to it, is just the freaking best. It just is. I will accept no arguments to the contrary. But why am I talking about Monster Hunter? You may be wondering. Well, a new Monster Hunter game was just announced with a release date of 2025, or a release window of 2025. Capcom unveiled Monster Hunter Wilds, the newest installment in its long-running Monster Hunter action game series, during the Game Awards on Thursday. The game is slated to release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam on 2025. Also, Alan Wake did pretty good, and I was gonna check that out on Steam, but it turns out it's an epic game.
But you can still buy it on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Digitally only. They do not have a physical version.
I can play it on PS5.
Yes.
I might do that. I might actually take my PS5 into the living room and hook it up to the speaker in the theater system, basically, and just play some games on that. I probably should play Final Fantasy 16 on that. Man.
If it's as good as you make it sound, yes. Yes, you should.
Well, I mean, Moon can tell you about my specs. He was there. Yeah.
It's nice. Real nice.
It's nice. Well,
Also,
way
that
to really
commercial
hype
is
it up.
hilarious.
Yes, it is! All right. We also got 2 new DLC getting announced for Final Fantasy 16. And I think one of them is right now. Like, one of them's out right now. And, okay. So, I've got 3 more, and then we will cover the manga. All right. Square Enix unveiled a trailer for the new DLC installments, Echoes of the Fallen and The Rising Tide, for Final Fantasy 16 game during the Game Awards on Thursday. Echoes of the Fallen will debut on Friday, while The Rising Tide will debut next spring. So, yeah, it's out, guys. If you want The Rising Tide, or not the Echoes of the Fallen, it is out. And then there's just background on the actual game that launched in 2022 on PS5 as a PlayStation console exclusive until the 31st. So, yeah. I hate that Square is doing that. That's really stupid. Even as somebody that owns a PlayStation, that's just unbelievably dumb.
At least with the Final Fantasy 16, it was only 6 months versus other games that are multiple years.
Yeah. Looking at you, Final Fantasy 7, this is stupid. Also, I want to go ahead and point out something that somebody else said. The reason why we got such a huge sweep with Baldur's Gate and Alan Wake is because this is what happens when you do PlayStation exclusives. A lot of people don't get their eyes on Spider-Man 2 because it is locked to just PlayStation.
And not just that, but a lot of people, myself included, have been waiting on Alan Wake 2 for over a decade.
Yeah. So it's not exactly a thing where, like, if you're going to try and make money, you need to be making money. And unless Sony paid you enough to make up for how much you would lose in sales, double, they need to pay you 2 times what you would lose in sales for a console exclusive. Just saying. Alrighty. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's game trailer reveals game song. And it wasn't just that. They actually brought out an orchestra and the woman that sings the song live on
Flute
stage
guy.
to do... Yeah, Flute Guy was there.
Love that guy.
If you don't know, look up Flute Guy VGAs on YouTube sometime.
He's the most passionate flute player I have ever seen.
He plays more than just that.
Every VGA.
He is more than just a flute guy. He is passionate about every instrument he puts up on there. It's great.
So uh, quick tangent. So Moon, this year the guy literally pulled out a flute, played it for one part of the orchestral, pulled out a second instrument, got up, pulled out a giant fucking, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, sat down, reached into his shirt, pulled out a wooden flute, and finished off with that.
And that was for the
Nice.
Game of the Year medley that they do. Yeah, they do
I
a
love
medley of all of the nominations, of all the nominees' music, kind of blended together. It's fucking gorgeous.
It is amazing.
So, Square Enix unveiled a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second game in Square Enix's Final Fantasy VII Remake project, during the Game Awards on Thursday. The trailer reveals and previews the game's theme song, No Promises to Keep. Lauren Aldred composed the Lauren Aldred composed by Nobuo Uematsu. So if you're not familiar with who Lauren Aldred is, and I remember hearing somebody talking about her, and I'm like, okay, I think I remember what these songs were. Lauren Aldred.
It was a very, very powerful piece that they put out, because not only did they have the orchestra and this person singing, above them was CGI Aerith singing as well.
Okay, so apparently she was she sang the song Never Enough from The Greatest Showman. She's featured in Michael Bublé's Love album in a duet called Help Me Make It Through One More Night. And she sang alongside David Foster as part of Intimate Evening on PBS. Concert special in her album EP Late Bloomer was released in 2021. Apparently, she was on American Idol. All Red's performance of known from widespread acclaim fired. I know she was on. I think she was on American Idol. Yeah. So yeah, that's dude doing any Final Fantasy theme song would be like a huge feather in your cap. But to jump on 7, the one everyone's eyes are on right now. That's huge. And to be able to sing live at the VGAs. That's, bro, props to her for all that she's achieved with that. That's some good stuff. By the way, for those of you that don't remember, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be live February 29th on 2 discs for the PS5. Not for PS4. The much more beefy as far as like hardware and software PS5, and it still needs 2 discs. How big is this fucking game?
Damn.
And the twin pack that is mentioned later in the article includes both Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I looked it up on PlayStation Network today. It's the same price as just buying Rebirth by itself.
So the twin pack is the same price?
Yeah. At least from what I saw this morning.
Okay. Well, you've been here long enough to hear us talk about this, buddy. Moon, you're aware that Kojima did a Silent Hills PT trailer that you could play through?
No, I didn't.
It was so PT was supposed to be his take on Silent Hill.
And it was literally how Kojima and Norman Reedus started their kind of joint projects together.
Because it was supposed to be Silent Hills with Norman Reedus as the main character.
Yeah, and it was like
Konami pulled out.
It was like a big return to form for Silent Hill, and like everybody was eager about it because like you literally had to play this teaser trailer that they did, and you could have different outcomes depending on what things you did. But eventually someone fully broke the code, and if you managed to make it through and do like a specific set of things, you would actually get the small tease trailer. It's a playable teaser, or it was, until Konami had it yoinked. But you could still see people.
It was still terrifying to play.
And it was great. It was fucking phenomenal.
It was.
Yeah.
And
that's when they teased that they were bringing Norman Reedus to Silent Hill.
And when they said survival horror, they mean horror.
Yeah.
Emphasis on horror.
Yeah, it was so good. People were so hyped for it, and then Konami pulled out. It was like the biggest, most interesting new take on something in a long, long time, and then Konami like blinked.
And a return to a fan favorite series that is in desperate need of something more than a remake.
Yeah, and then they give us that mushroom shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a surprise that Kojima is familiar with horror. Well, buddy, Kojima's teaming up with somebody to introduce a new horror IP under Kojima Productions. So, like, I don't know if it was no, I think he straight up got fired, right? By Konami. Like, Konami fired him, and then he was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to take my
I'm fairly certain they did fire him when he wasn't even done with Metal Gear Solid 5, hence why the ending was so shit.
Yeah, and he straight up went, all right, I'm going to take my production company and go. And boy, did he. He made
It's also funny because after he got fired, a lot of his friends who were still working at Konami put out an update for Metal Gear Ground Zero where you had to find the names of every Metal Gear game, and Snake would say, yes, this is real, when it was a Konami game, and isn't right when it wasn't.
So, yeah, and a lot of people at Konami left with him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a good portion of Konami with him and made it, and basically added them to his production studio, and then he went and made Death Stranding, which, hey, walking simulator. But
it had a great story, but
I haven't finished it. So
yeah, it had a great story. That game mechanics were just hard to get through.
Well, now he's dropped a teaser trailer at the Game Awards for a new horror game, which he is teaming up with Jordan Peele to do. Oh no, it gets better. Hey, you remember Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves?
And it?
Yeah, well, I don't think did you see it?
The movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't, so yeah. I'm not a fan of that one. It's like, it is what it is. There's better Stephen King movies.
The original was better than the remakes, in my opinion.
Well, I was gonna say the tiefling girl, the half tiefling girl from Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. She's gonna be in this game. Yeah. So, Kojima describes the project as a game, but also as a movie and a new kind of media. So, while interesting, also a little scary. Because I'm like, oh, bro, what are you doing? Kojima, but considering what he did on PT, it's cautious optimism at this point.
And when you think about it, this is not the only game project out there right now that's trying to merge movie and video games.
Also
into a new
true.
form of media.
By the way, they're making Death Stranding too.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're still doing stuff. Kojima added that the game will also feature collaborations with other creators and artists, which, dude, he is not joking. He got a shit ton of people to come in for him. Kojima designed and wrote Metal Gear, blah, blah, blah. Death Stranding. Okay, so it's just backstory on him. Yeah. So it is what it is. And there's also a documentary coming out about him relatively soon. But I didn't really want to touch up on that because I was like, you know. All right. Last story. Fenris.
There's two other stories, actually. You skipped one. One that we both have been
the
excited
Sega,
for.
the Sega thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm sitting here waiting with bated breath to talk about this.
I scrolled down a little too far. What's the second one that I missed?
The second one's the manga one that you're just saying.
Oh, no. I'm not ending it. The manga one was what I was going to have you do.
But you said on to our last story. I'm like, we still have 2 stories total.
Oh, 2 stories total. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there was a big Sega reveal trailer that dropped, and Sega developed a new Jet Set Radio, which is the thing I'm super hype about. Yes. Golden Axe and Streets of Rage games. So Sega unveiled a new video during the Game Awards on Thursday, revealing it is developing new entries in some of its classic game franchise, including Jet Set Radio, which I cannot tell you how much I love Jet Set Radio.
I never got to play it. I'm excited to play it. I want to play
you can play it on PC right now, and it's not even expensive. Like, I think it's actually free to play.
I know it's on Steam.
Or it's like $2.99. Like, it's super fucking cheap.
Yeah, it's an
How long has
amazing
it been on PC? I have not known this.
Let me pull up Steam and I'll tell you. But go ahead, Richie.
Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Crazy Taxi. Oh my god, I forgot one other thing. Another presenter that came out and showed off her new game.
Yes,
Ikumi Nakamura. Yes! She was like, "Meet today." The best girl from E3 a while back, but who showed off Ghostwire, but like she went and made her own studio, and they debuted a teaser for their new game. Like, the most lovable Japanese person you've ever met in your life, just the sweetest little bean. Like, if you could put all the positive traits that encompass humanity into a human being, at least on that moment on stage, twice now on stage, she has come out and just been the center of positivity.
Indeed. And Moon, Jet Set Radio's been on Steam since 2012. It's $8.
Son of a bitch! I'm gonna go get that.
Also, just gonna go ahead and point out that if it wasn't for her, no one would give a shit about Ghostwire Tokyo. It did not live up to what we hoped it would, which is sad. But man, just her and her lovableness and her personality. By the way, she's a mom now. Yeah. So that's some of the things that have changed since her E3 debut. She's a mom, and she also runs her studio. And it's just, bro, so cool to see her back. But yeah, they revealed a bunch of stuff coming out. The announcement does not reveal any platforms or release dates for the games, nor if the footage shown for the games in the video is gameplay footage or pre-rendered. But I gotta say, Jet Set looks beautiful.
It does. I hope it's multiplayer this time, so we can all just play it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah.
I'm also excited for Crazy Taxi because my family, we owned that game, and I have very many fond memories growing up playing that game with my brother and sister. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Speaking of awards, we got some manga awards that were announced. That they announced the nominees for. Fenris, would you like to take us through this final little story?
Of course. 12 works, including Freeren, Elusive Samurai, Your Boy Kong Ming, nominated for 69th Shogakukan Manga Awards. The judging committee for the 69th Shogakukan Manga Awards revealed...
Yeah.
Shogakukan, thank you. Manga Awards revealed the nominees for the year's awards on Thursday. Each winning title will be honored with a bronze statuette and a prize of 1 million yen, about $6,900 US. The winners will be announced on January 18th. For the first time, the nominees are not divided into categories. Previous categories for the awards included Best Children's Manga, Best Shonen Manga, Best Shoujo Manga, and Best General Manga. This year's nominees will still feature a variety of works from a wide range of genres. The nominees are I'm not even going to try to
all great achievements require time.
Kyokara Papa wa Kami desu.
Oh, my dad is a god? Papa wa Kami desu is father is a god.
Freeren Beyond Journey's End.
Hell yeah.
The Elusive Samurai.
Which is good.
Sujita Asobo. Black Girls Talk.
I don't think that's referring to a race.
No. Shujinko Nikki. Ice Castle Wall. Zom 100.
Bucket
Trillion
List of the
Game,
Dead.
Shojiki Fudo-san. Your Boy Kong Ming.
And your boy Kong Ming. Oh, last year's winners were Ui X Con, Call of the Night, Blue
Yes.
Orchestra, Ashita, Watashi wa Dareka no kanojo.
And Medalist.
Dareka no kanojo. Okay. Dareka no kanojo. It feels like somebody's asking a question, but I'm not 100% sure because usually the question ends with ka. But this one didn't. But Dareka, it feels like there's like, whose girlfriend is this? Oh my god, I didn't talk about this. All right, so there is a series coming out. Modaite yo Adam-kun, or yeah, the Writhing of Adam. They're gonna release two versions.
Yes.
They're gonna release two versions. They're gonna release a televised version and an uncensored ecchi version. Like
I'm
super
hoping High Dive
ecchi
gets
version.
the uncensored.
Oh, is this High Dive? Is this a
No,
High
I'm saying
Dive?
I'm hoping High Dive gets it.
Why?
Because I have a High Dive subscription.
Oh, you don't have a Crunchyroll?
My brother-in-law is behind on his payment.
Well, that's not fun.
No, it's not.
Writhe in Pain Adam. Okay, so the official website for the Anime Fest
It's
of
already...
Toyo's Madete. Manga began streaming a promotional video on Wednesday. The video reveals the anime's cast and a December 8th streaming premiere date.
That's 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Previews the anime's opening song. But yeah, it's super pervy. So
What anime is this for?
Writhe in Pain Adam Kun or something like that. It's I'll link you.
No, I already have the link open because I saw the picture and I was like, what the hell is this? It's making me too hot. I need to see it.
Yeah. So yeah, we
found out. I had no idea you guys had even moved on to the same thing. I was just like purely myself, like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I looking at?
I honestly found out about this from anime Twitter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because it was announced that they were gonna have two versions, like a censored and an uncensored version, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
My question is, what does it mean by uncensored? I have like 3 different definitions for that in my head now. Thanks to anime and manga.
Way more ecchi. Yeah.
So imagine not that one. Harem in the Labyrinth in Another World, but without all the pop-ups whenever you try to watch it on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that uncensored. Let's go.
Well, you can. It's on Pornhub.
Of course it is.
You are correct.
Yeah.
It's also on the Hentai Haven.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You
Also
can watch
true.
it on Orange YouTube,
True.
which is the nickname I give to P-Hub.
I mean, it is kind of turning into
Or just basically, I'm just gonna start saying that Orange YouTube is basically anywhere where you find your lonely anime products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Orange YouTube, where people go for uncensorship.
Hmm.
All right. I don't know what to say about this. Boy, we've had a lot of comments. No, we haven't. The one question I have was, can Bethesda be trusted with Blade? Oh,
No. No.
Bethesda's not the only one making that game. Also, that Blade game looks good, though. That trailer looked really good, but, I mean, come on, guys. Dude, Bethesda was only nominated once for Starfield, and it had no fucking chance. Speaking of things that are kicking Starfield in the balls, you know what else was just announced? You know what they announced an expansion for at the Game Awards?
God of War Ragnarok?
No. I mean, yes, they did that, but that's not what's kicking Bethesda in the balls. No Man's Sky.
Oh, yes. And they announced a new game.
Yeah. So, there you go, guys. I mean, yeah, God of War has expansions, and they're free right now if you want to play them.
It comes out on 12th.
12th? Oh, but it is
God
free.
of War. Yes.
Okay, so 2 days. 2 days. Thought it was already out. All right.
So, I'm going to show you something after stream or after.
Okay. We're after that. But guys, that is all of our news. I don't think we should keep going forever, just for the laws. But yeah, that's it for us. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I am Fenrir Sauron, your patron saint of Snackos.
Looks like you found him. Looks like you finally found Arceus.
Finally, yes.
Yeah. I should have done it backwards just to see if you could still cope. But I figured I'd give you a break this time. And this is Anime Church, the nerdy news show that is just called Anime Church because our audience are jerks. That having been said, thank you guys so much. We'll be back next time. Cosplay is always recommended and appreciated here. And yeah, that's it. We're Anime Church. We fuck up. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.